Hi guys, today in social studies we're going to be learning about maps, and I'm going to read one of my favorite books about maps, Me on the Map. The author is Joan Sweeney. She wrote the words and it's illustrated by Annette Cable. She drew the pictures. And you guys know how to read that word, me, but you can read the whole title with me. Me on the Map. Remember, we have a map of the world right here when we checked where Jolly was traveling, and with the 7 continents and the oceans. Me on the map. This is me. Now you could read that. This is me. This is me in my room, just like you have a room. This is a map of my room. This is me on the map of my room. So here's his room. He or she drew everything in it. And you can do that too. And that's the door. She even put her animal in there. This is my house. So she's getting from smaller to bigger and bigger. First she drew a room, now she's showing you her house. This is my house. This is a map of my house. This is my room on the map of my house. So here is her room right there, her brother's room, her mom and dad's room, the bathroom, the living room, that's the whole house. This is my street. This is a map of my street. So if you drew a map of your street, maybe you'd have a tower and then another tower. Or if you live in the garden homes. This is a map of my street. This is my house on the map of my street. So there's her house next to all the other ones. This is my town. Our town is like our base, Yokota. This is a map of my town, so it's even getting more things on the map. This is my street on the map of my town. So her street is on the map, one of the many streets. And she has a river growing through her town. This is my state. So if she's living in the United States, there's 50 states. And she has a map of her state. She lives in the state of Kansas. This is my town on the map of my state. Ask your parents what state they're from, or if you've lived in the United States, what states you've lived in the United States. This is my country, the United States of America. So just like Jolly went to see a lot of people in the United States of America with the 50 states, and this is a map of my country. Here it shows all the 50 states. And there she's showing her state is Kansas. I've come from Texas. I've lived in Texas and Florida. This is my state on the map of my country. This is my world. It's called Earth. It looks like a giant ball. Okay, and so we've talked about, we have a globe in the sphere is a globe. If you could unroll the world and make it flat, we've talked about this before, the globe, then it looks like this map. It would look something like this map of the world, and there's the 7 continents. And we live on the continent of Asia. Right here. When we're living in Japan, we're living in Asia, over here. It would look something like this map of the world. This is my country on the map of the world. So when she's living in the United States, they're living over here. And when you live in the United States, you're over here. But right now, when you're in Japan, you're living in Asia over here. So here's how I find my special place on the map. First, I look at the map of the world and I find my country. Right here, she found her country. Then I look at the map of my country and find my state. Then I look at the map of my state and find my town. Then I look at the map of my town and find my street. And on my street, I find my house. And what do you think after her house? What's she going to find? I think if you said bedroom, you're right. And in my house, I find my room. And in my room, I find me. Just think. In rooms and houses, on streets and towns, in countries all over the world, everybody has their own special place on the map. Just like me. Just like me on the map. And then this was your book. You put in your name and your street. So you're going to be making a map of your room too. Bye-bye.